Hey, hola, Jesus Matthew. What's good, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazable, working on his Portuguese. Woo! Oh man, today I am here checking out a band called Declive with their album, pause, wait for me, Conforto Te Quer Morto. My Portuguese isn't that bad, yeah. That roughly translates to living comfortably and safe is the same as being dead. Ooh. If you don't know anything about this band, Declive is a Brazilian hardcore band coming from the city of, I think it's called Curitiba. I'm really bad with my Portuguese. They are a band that started because of some other local bands that kind of disbanded slash other band members wanted to work in this band, side project turning into a new project. And this is their first ever EP released with this band. And currently, as of this recording, they're working on their next EP. And I gotta say that this band here, if you're a fan of Zabalba, get ready for some similarities that are just gonna blow your mind because I would say this is like Brazilian Zabalba with a tad bit of a knock loose add in there. If you're fans of those two bands, you're definitely gonna enjoy this EP. Be prepared for this EP to bring you like back to life with just how extremely impressive this band is. For such a new band, they have such a tight and impressive sound that, like I said earlier, is comparable to Zabalba and Knock Loose. Like they just knock you off your feet with how heavy and tight these guys are playing. One thing that really caught my attention with this EP was the drummer because he was able to take that old Metallica Saint Anger snare drum sound, the one that sounds like a trash can, and turn it into more of a menacing and very, very dope sounding snare. He has some really good drum patterns and really good fills that just are tastefully done on this record, particularly on the songs like I'm gonna butcher these names. Doro, Lacuna, and the ending track Inglado o Silencio. That last track, he does some really good like fast snare beats, and it just sounds really dope. So I want to play a clip of that for you right now.
Fala o que você quiser. Eu não sei o que falar. Eu fico esperado. Você chora.
They go from being fast and intense to that slow, menacing sound. He does a really good job on the drums. The guitars have a really huge, crushing sound to them, and I think all those dissonant style guitar playing really helps elevate their sound because you don't really hear that much in that dissonant guitar playing in hardcore. I feel like they're really bringing like big metal energy, specifically like Gojira style riffs and sound, and injecting it into their music to make their style of hardcore really big and bold and just impressive. And I gotta say, like the opening track, Imperamenta, and the second track, Factador, they have really good guitar playing on these tracks. So I'm gonna play that opening track, Imperamenta. I'm so sorry for my Portuguese. I am butchering these titles, but I want to play a clip of that for you right now. They give the song such like a killer bite to it. The vocals here are super, super strong and very hefty. He's got some really like big raw energy he's bringing here. And I've noticed that specifically like Latin and Spanish based heavy music, something about them singing in their native languages just brings out that, it just taps into some raw energy that just can't translate that well in English, I think. And this is where like the comparison between Zabalba comes in because he sounds just like the vocalist of Zabalba, but just like on his own like level of just being hefty, beefy, and strong. And I do like that he tries to switch up his styles throughout the EP, where he's not just doing deep gutturals. They'll do some highs with some vocal fries here and there, particularly on songs like I'm gonna butcher these names again, Entra Isera or Francisco or Fajdidodo. Oh, I'm killing these names. I want to play a clip of, I think, the fourth track so you can get a sense of his big, hefty, bold voice. Massive, mate. He's got a massive vocal range. His vocals are huge. They're giant. And so at times, particularly on the first few tracks, his vocals are so huge. And I don't know if it's because of the production or the mixing and layering, but he kind of drowns out the other instruments, which is very, very impressive. Like it's really cool, but it kind of unbalances the songs a little bit. The bass on this EP definitely adds a lot of weight to their songs, especially when things kind of like calm down a little bit and they like the bass and the drum play and they sound really good. But at times when they are going pretty hard and heavy, the bass can get drowned out a bit. Or you just kind of, you can feel it, but you don't hear it, I guess, in a weird way sometimes. It's a weird description, but you know, bass is more like you can feel it in your body more than you can hear it, I think. So you have this band, Declive, that are coming out from Brazil, and they have a nice flow with this EP, mixing things up in terms of having some light and heaviness in their songs. So you get some nice variation, and it also helps with the pacing and flow of the songs. The EP kind of just goes by really quick. So they did a really good job on that. And as you listen to the EP, you just really enjoy it with all the variations they have in terms of sound, and like the production is pretty decent throughout this whole thing. So for their first EP, I'm very, very impressed. But also at the same time, since they all come from other bands, I think that helps with them writing this EP because they have experience making heavy music. So I'm not surprised that this album came out pretty good because it sounds like these guys know what they're doing and were able to execute it very well. So if you're a fan of really, really heavy music, you're gonna like this EP. And I would say this debut EP from Declive is a good and strong 9 out of 10. If you're looking for some new music, I would definitely say check them out. Links down below. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. Tell me how bad my Portuguese was. Oh, that was brutal. And I think it's the same in Spanish and Portuguese. So I will say adios. Yeah. See. It's bueno. I know it's Portuguese and Spanish. They're not the same, but I'm doing my best, guys, off the top of my head. See you in the pit. Yeah.
Good.